Young, the defending champion, she takes on and the winner of this. But sometimes when you play an internal, that can go out the window, right?
Yeah.
4-1, Anseong leads the head-to-head. Just a few weeks ago, Anseong Young, 23 years of age, 170 centimeters. In superb review, she got a bronze. Masters losing to Ratchanok Internon. Also from Italy, Paul Marco de Cazad. 95% win rate.
It's incredible, it really is. Simujin, that Asian Championship semi-final is really significant. That is a massive result. She had to beat Wang Zhiyi on the way to that. She dispatched Yu Pian Chan, who had a good week here this week. And she comfortably beat Nadira. And it wasn't until Chen Yufei met her that she went out in the semis. But that was a really good week for her. Final, it's 2-all. And it was Simujin who
Okuhara, I think it was, that she played, right?
Well, it was China.
Oh, sorry, China, excuse me.
Wang Zhiyi.
Yeah.
And we know how brilliant she is. And one of the matches in the middle there, He Bingjiao and Kim Gae-yeon, was where you and I almost leapt down the stands with excitement. Or was that the semi-final, perhaps, that we got a bit excited?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's got a chance here today, but it's a slim chance because Anseong is dominating women's singles in a way. Yes, Seung-jae and Kim Won-ho are at the top of the tree in the men's doubles and it's been brilliant. Mixed doubles, yes. Women's doubles, Tan and Liu, yes, but those guys have only been doing that falling by the scruff of the neck.
Since you've been covering badminton, Bobby, have you seen anyone dominate their particular or in singles, should we say? In women's, should we start with?
Olympics and so many World Championship gold medals too. So, but in women's singles, it's been a little while.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been some great players that have. It's different. Would you
that
more?
trumps it all, right?
Yeah, and then World Championship medals, and then perhaps you'd argue about being world number one. Lift was a little bit short, the initial one from Sim. Whether there's that much difference in the conditions between courts 1 and 2 today, I'm not sure, but the drift has been changing throughout the week significantly last night. I was speaking to Thomas Junior Popov at the hotel after his match last night. He sat moving in the air, left to right. So as his opponent, time after time. So these players are really having to work hard at the moment here with these conditions.
So that was court 1 aside very clearly. So this is a massive arena, by the way, and it's quite steep. I'm sure even things like that make a difference.
Yeah, the volume of air. I mean, I've been very lucky enough to hit on the main courts at certain events, and I remember the first time I did an exhibition thing during the All England venues.
That's why it's so key to try and get a little bit of time in these halls. But even that can change.
These players, especially Anseong, though, will be a lot more used to that than many because they have to travel the world and like this. They're huge venues.
Massive, yeah. Of course, this was the venue of Anseong's Young's, and it's been an interesting year. She's come through a lot of adversity since then to really put on a fantastic 2025 for us.
With her corporate deals and her sponsorships to stay with Yonex when Li Ning, I think it was offering her millions, somewhere near £10 million for a 4-year deal or something like that, and she's thinking about the longevity of her career, and yeah, she's in a good place. You can tell that sort of decision puts her in a good place.
Now, Bobby, here's the question that I'm going to ask that probably every player that ever comes up against Anseong would, want to know the answer to. But what can one?
Well, you need to be as consistent and as quality of player with ultimate footwork, and as somebody like a Chen Yufei or a Wang Zhiyi, anything less than that is next level. She's so balanced, so poised, so quick off the mark. Her racket skills are brilliant. If she wanted to, she could be playing sort of trick shots and double actions almost every rally. She's She's hard to break down. When you think you've got on top of her, a bit like playing Yamaguchi, it comes back, she'll dive, it'll come back. This woman, and try something a little bit particularly textbook. I've never really liked it, Anseyoung, which is odd because she's got so much quality.
40.
But it might be that Anseyoung decided to start the match on the faster end. She got the drift with her, which makes things a bit more difficult because she was very definite.
I'd quite like to have seen peak Tai Tzu-Ying versus peak Anseyoung.
Even Intanon at her best a few years back would have been a good game.
Oh,
that's the sort of defence. There
was a match in 2023, the quarterfinals of the Korea Open, where Sim got 7 and 6. And that, at least in this game, could happen still. Because she, anyway.
Yeah, and Simujin's 3 years older, so an 18-year-old playing a 15-year-old at the time. Yeah, playing a mid-teens player. We can, following week, it's another tournament in Europe.
Shows, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's just how quick a study Anseyoung is.
Yufei playing her in the semi-finals.
There is, Anseyoung. I wonder whether, with the score being so one-sided, there is certain a little bit there. She doesn't need to put herself at risk of injury.
Service over.
Oof, got that.
Yeah, just going back to your points, that's probably the match in the women's singles that I've been wanting to watch again. The matchup with Chen Yufei, which
10 game points here for
Game.
Anseyoung.
have to do all that much.
Right.
Just keeps.
Well, let's hope it's a bit more of a brilliant watch in the second game here. Simujin completely outplayed.
I wonder whether it's a mental thing, as in I don't want to be behind in the game, even if it's only 1 love at the very start.
Is that
the first point?
It's always interesting to see a challenge that early on. First time.
The pace up slightly there, Anseyoung. We've seen players from the far side hit out the back with sort of uncharacteristic errors. It'd be difficult for her to put any pressure into Anseyoung's rear corners. That was moving left. I think that might have gone out as well. Good rally.
Yeah, Spot says about as long a rally as we've had so far.
Anseyoung dictating still.
2.
Well, Anseyoung, after winning the first game, 6 shots so far. anywhere near as impressive. I don't think anyone
The
else.
first player in history to achieve the Super 1000 Grand Slam in a single year, having won Indonesia, Malaysia and the All England, and lost out to Chen Yufei in the quarters, or was it Wang Jie?
Wang Jie, I think it was.
Yeah, that's right, in the final.
Opportunity too.
Yeah.
And also don't forget Kim and Xiu were also on it, and also they stumbled in China.
Great defense from Anseyoung. And again, difficult positions to be in, stretching, and still finds decent quality, good net shots and a great length.
Yeah.
I think that stat might only be relevant if you compare matches with Anseyoung. Yeah, playing early round matches at Super 100s and 300s, or even lower level tournaments. When you're playing somebody with the quality of Anseyoung, I don't think she'll be thinking about how comfortable she is.
11-3, play. Challenge answer.
Simyujin had a pretty good draw, Tungjung yesterday in the round of 16, and perhaps not the most.
What's going to be out? Such a dominant position.
Oh, that.
At least avoided the pull against Anseyoung. She got only 13 against her in 2023. Stare is just not helping your cause. It's a very good crowd in here, I must say, with no French players on display.
The dominant performance.
She's had a fair play. That's what she was saying, wasn't she?
Nice. Physical, it might be mental, but she's been just superb today.
14 match points for Anseyoung.
Game.
All done. There you go. That finals.